Okay, about the rules. Rule number one, right, you need to attend the class and do your homework regularly. Right? That's understandable, okay? It's a rule everywhere. You need to attend the class and do your homework. And if you do not complete your homework, there will be punishment. There will be a money box. Then each time you do not do your homework, you will happily give 10,000 into that box. So at the end of the course, all the money in that money box will be used for a party. Okay, after all, your money goes back to you, but in the form of a party. Alright. The second point is that when you here homework, if you do not do homework, it's 10,000. The second point is that when you make too many writing errors in the writing task, there will be punishment. At the beginning, I will complete your errors in the writing homework, and then after I have corrected your mistakes, your duty is to make a note. Is to make a note of all the faults, of all the errors that I have corrected for you. Make that note. So the next time you make that error, you make that mistake, there will be a fine. There will be a fine. It is to make sure that you pay attention to what I say when I correct your errors, when I correct your mistakes. So when you make a new mistake, okay, that's fine, but you repeat the same mistake over and over again, there must be fine. So in those cases, one mistake, one repeated one repeated mistake will cost you, right, let me see, let's say 1,000. Agree with this? Agree with this? If you do not agree with the amount of money, just raise your voice and we'll consider. So remember, if you make a new mistake, that's fine, but if you repeat that mistake over again, there will be a fine. A repeated mistake costs you 1,000. And the third point is that there are mistakes that will not be spared no matter what. Even if it is the first time. Even if it is the first time, you will not be forgiven if you make the following mistakes. First, it's called verb tense. At this level, you must have known about verb tense. If you do not, please consider taking another course. That's the rule, that's the requirement here. What? You know all about the verb tenses, right? You know what to do with the past tense, you know what to do with the present perfect, you know what to do with the present continuous tense. All those rules you should have known by now. You should have known by now. So whenever you make these mistakes, it is not that you do not know. It is because you were careless. It's easy to understand. If you were careful, you will notice that, okay, I have to put that verb in the present perfect tense here. I need to put that verb in the past tense here. You learned all about it. Did you? Didn't you? Yeah, didn't you? Did you, Thương? It only applies for writing, this part specifically. In the speaking, I will not punish you. In writing only. When you speak, you may make a lot of mistakes, but I will correct them, and they will not count as punishment. But in writing, it is serious. So verb tense, you do know all about verb tense. Then if you make mistakes, I consider it carelessness. Then carelessness will be punished. If you do not know, okay, that's fine. But if you do know and you were careless to make that mistake, you will be punished. That is to make you more careful with your writing. Okay, verb tense, what will not be forgiven? Spelling. Let me explain this. You do your writing homework by the computer. You will use Word, you will use Office Word or other document programs to type your writing homework and then submit it into Google Drive. Làm bài tập về nhà bằng máy tính, dùng trình gõ văn bản là Word hay các trình soạn thảo văn bản khác, rồi post lên Google Drive. So, Microsoft Word has the function of spelling check. I will not forgive you if you make spelling mistakes. Turn that function on. And this is also for the betterment of you. If you were careful to read your writing again after you've completed the writing, you will spot that, okay, this word has a red underline. That is spelling check by Microsoft Word. Now, please check those words. Third part. Okay, this is a rule. This is not the rule of the institution. It's not the rule of mine. It's an international rule that you do not use abbreviation. That you do not use abbreviations in formal writing. Abbreviations, it means các hình thức viết tắt. Formal writing. When you take the IELTS test, you are required to use academic language. You are required to write formally in that essay, in that report. So, no abbreviations allowed. Words like I'm, don't, can't, no. I am, do not, cannot. It shows your respect towards the reader. It is an international rule, not my rule, not the institution's rule. It's an international rule. Do not use abbreviations in formal writings. Do not use informal language in formal writings. Okay, with these, I hope you agree and you will follow these rules. Okay? Any questions? Okay. For these, still one. 1,000 per mistake. So let's imagine when you do not submit your homework, you got 10. But when you submit your homework and you make around 20 mistakes in your writing, okay, you will be fined 20,000. But still, it's better than not submitting your homework. Because what? Because your mistakes will be checked, will be corrected, and you will improve yourself. And after all, finally, your money will be used to buy foods and drinks for you in the final party. So it's nothing bad. Do not fear of having to submit money and then you decide not to submit your homework. No, just submit your homework. Although you make a lot of mistakes, but when you make mistakes, you will be corrected. Those mistakes will be corrected. You will improve yourself, and finally, those money will be used to buy food and drink which you will consume. Okay? Okay. The final part here. Let's start with this. The final part here is about self-learning. What do you know about self-learning? What do you know about self-learning? When you do not even have homework, when I do not assign homework for you, but you still do something yourself, that is called self-learning. So there is one compulsory kind of self-learning in the course. It is called making flashcards. Do you know what flashcard is? Yeah, you know. You know? Do you? No. Do you? No. You? Yes. You? You? Okay, so there's one person who doesn't know what a flashcard is. Okay, I will demonstrate it quickly right here. You get a piece of paper like this. You get a piece of paper like this. Front, the back, okay? Then you use it to learn new words. For instance, if you have a new word that you do not know, what will you do? Write it down, okay? Give me a word such as okay, such as vile. Write it down in the middle of the flashcard. Big. Vile. Make a flashcard about it. Well, you should, of course, you should write more things. In this corner over here, it is for the type of word. In this case, it is an adjective. It is called an adjective. Okay. At this position is a place for pronunciation. This word is pronounced as vile. Vile. With L at the end. Vile. This place right here, or you can even write it here, is the place for word family. Other words that share the same root. Okay, go. Other words that share the same root with this word. Now, we have an adjective, vile. It means bad. It means bad. So what do you say when it is a bad person? Kẻ xấu, người xấu. It is? Huh? No, it is not vile. It is villain. Is villain. A noun means kẻ xấu, người xấu. A vile person. Or when you say you have the word produce. Produce means sản xuất ra, đúng không? Produce. The verb produce means sản xuất. Okay, is noun, danh từ. Product, sản phẩm. Production, quá trình sản xuất. Production, quá trình sản xuất. Producer, nhà sản xuất. Productive, hiệu quả, có năng suất cao, đúng không? Productivity, năng suất, là năng suất bao nhiêu sản phẩm trên một giờ đó. Productiveness, productiveness, tính từ và thêm đuôi. Sự có hiệu quả, sự có năng suất cao. Đó. Thì you will write is familiar words, the words that share the same root in this position. And the most important part is here. You will write an example sentence. He is full of vile thoughts. Or more specifically, his mind you write an example sentence here. His mind is full of vile thoughts. In this sentence, it must show the word in context, in real context. His mind is full of vile thoughts. Đầu anh ta ngập tràn những cái suy nghĩ xấu xa. Vile. So this is the front. This is the front page. This is the front side of the flashcard. Front side of the flashcard. And the back side of the flashcard. Anyone needs to take a picture? I will erase it right now. Okay. Hằng, have you finished? I'm gonna erase it right now. You need to take a picture? Okay, then take a picture. Okay. I will erase it right now. Okay, in the back side of a flashcard, what will you write? First, here. This is the place where you write the synonyms. Synonyms, it means other words that have similar meaning. Vile, xấu xa, độc ác. Any other words? Bad. Anything else? Evil. Anything else? Huh? We can say filthy. Filthy is mean extremely dirty. Rất bẩn thỉu, rất ghê tởm. We say vile, bad, evil. Filthy is it's a little extreme, okay? But you can also list it. In this position, you will write is English definition. Cái định nghĩa bằng tiếng Anh. English definition. Nào, vile, xấu xa, độc ác. Thế nào là xấu xa, độc ác? Thế nào là xấu xa, độc ác? Chắc chắn là nó sẽ phải gây hại cho ai đó, gây hại cho người đó, để thỏa mãn cái lợi ích cá nhân hay là cái sở thích cá nhân của mình, đúng không? Đúng không? Something that cause harm to other people in order to satisfy a person's selfishness or self-interest. Tính từ. Và cuối cùng, finally, you write the Vietnamese meaning in this part. We say xấu xa, độc ác. So each day, each and every day, you are required to make 5 flashcards. 5 flashcards means 5 new words that you gain. So whenever you come to the class, the women downside, the girl downstairs will check your flashcard. She will check your flashcard. And if you do not make enough flashcards, you will have to be punished. The amount of money for flashcard will be discussed later, okay? But remember, 5 flashcards a day. It means 5 new words that you learn every day. So after the whole course, you will gain for about 300 new words. That's a great progress. That's a great progress. You will gain for about nearly 300 new words. And some students ask me like this: "Oh, so where do we get the new words from?" Bọn em sẽ lấy từ mới ở đâu ra? There are 2 sources. First, when you read anything, when you see anything in English that you do not understand, make a flashcard about it. Second, when you come up with new words in the course textbook, in the learning progress, make a flashcard about it. Khi em thấy là có một cái từ mới ở trong bất cứ một chỗ nào mình đọc được, mình xem được mà mình không hiểu thì làm flashcard. Đây là nguồn thứ nhất. Nguồn thứ hai, khi nào có bất kỳ một từ mới nào trong quá trình học ở trên lớp hay là trong sách giáo khoa, trong giáo trình của khóa thì cũng hãy làm cái flashcard về nó. Okay? So after the course, you will gain for about 300 flashcards, new words. That's a great progress. Mr. Ha used to tell me that with 500 new words, you get 1 point in IELTS. With 500 new words, you gain 1 point in IELTS. Với 500 từ mới là em tăng được 1 chấm ở trên IELTS rồi. Okay? So about 300 at the end of this course. Okay? So 5 new words a day. You can use the A4 paper, and cut it apart like this. When you have an A4 paper like this, halve it once, halve it twice, halve it the third time, and you get this size. Right? Remember, do flashcards every day. I emphasize on this point every day. Okay? Now, let's see. Alright, that's the end of our lesson today. That is everything you need to know about the first lesson. Okay? We have introduced ourselves. We have introduced the course. We have learned a few things. We have talked about the regulations in the course. And I hope that you will find your experience here pleasurable and effective. Okay, that's the end. You can go home now.